everyone, my name is Nadine. I'm the owner of NG Platinum Homes, and today we're in one of my favorite places, the tile shop, and I'm here with Raul, and we are in the Sugarland location, one of 143 locations they have around the U.S. So thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Raul,
Thank you for having us.
coming here and talking to you, and you're going to show us some great products that you guys have.
Absolutely.
And talk a little bit about the company. So let's do that first.
Okay.
So let's talk about the company. I mentioned you have 143 locations.
That is correct. So we started in 1985. So we've been here for some time now. And I would say one of the things that I enjoy the most is that we always, with the 143 locations, we have selected which areas we're going to be in. And so we're not all the way across to every state. So we're not in California right now, but we have a bulk of people in California right now that have, we have a lot of accounts there. Another thing, right now our company is being led by our CEO, Cabby Lambeau. And Cabby, his vision now is let's grow together, let's grow responsibly, right? Because that's a big thing for us. So we're very excited now that we've been more than 30 years in business. So, but we're very excited, and we're so excited to have you here with us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm so excited to show everybody all the amazing products that you have. You have such beautiful things. So let's start taking a look around.
All right, awesome. Okay. So first, we're gonna there's a phenomenal product right now that is, I would say, creme de la creme for us. And it is our marble. So I want to take you to our marble section here. All right, so here first we have our marble. So as you know, marble is one of those things that a lot of people want to have in their homes. What I love about this line right here, it comes in every shape and form. It comes in matte, comes in polished, and you have some trim options too. So what I love about this marble is that if whatever space you want to conduct, you have just limits of trims. So in these trims, if you want to go into like a softer white or polish, it gives you the flexibility to do with marble. I would say because we have it in so many styles, you have hexagon, you have the traditional subway, it just gives you a lot of, so many ways you can design your space without being limited to it only comes in this shape or form.
Yeah, and if people really want to do the marble, as people do love it, they can do these marbles in different shapes and a little bit of different colors in different parts of their home.
Right.
And maybe switch it up with, like I said, the shapes or the trim.
That is correct, yeah.
So that's great. They have a lot of options here
to
consider.
And I would like to talk about the maintenance part. So obviously, if with marble, it does require a little bit more maintenance on it, at least on a yearly basis. We highly recommend, you select a good contractor to install it for you. But it is going to need some maintenance, especially when it comes to like sealing the marble. And that's just because you want to prolong the life of your flooring, right? Especially with some of the acidity chemicals that we don't recommend that you use. But we sell all the cleaning supplies here, so you don't have to worry about that.
So you can have an education on how to care for it after purchasing it.
Correct.
And that's great.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the LVT that you guys have.
So LVT, so it's funny that you mentioned because sometimes people call it LVT, some people call it LVP. We just know it's a luxury vinyl product, right? Yeah. So one of the things that fascinates me about LVT is the very cost effective from the labor piece to install it. Obviously, with tile, the labor piece is a little bit more expensive, but LVT gives you the ability to kind of give you a wood look. It's easier installation, and you can almost be done within, depending on the average square foot on the home, but you could be done quicker than your traditional installing tile. We do have many choices and colors. I would say that we also partner with MSI right now, so if there's a color that you like online and we don't have it, we can still get it.
That's
so
great.
That is the neat thing about having a partnership with MSI.
And this is something that's new
Correct.
To the tile shop.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, and the name of our business is the tile shop. So we eventually going to carry other things, and LVT is one of those categories that we carry right now. In the future, we want to carry other stuff, but we'll think about the name. So
yeah. about some of the things that you see that are popular. And first one we're going to talk about is large format tiles that everybody is doing. So let's talk about what you guys have here.
Absolutely. So this one, the one we have right here is a 48 by 48. So it does come, currently right now we carry 24 by 48 and 48 by 48. Now in the future, hopefully by the end of second quarter, third quarter, we will carry the full slabs of porcelain. So we're very excited about this. It's gonna be the first time carrying it, at least for the Houston market. So we're extremely excited. But currently right now, everyone wants less grout lines,
yes.
right? So I think the 48 by 48 or any large format tile gives you that ability to remove some of those grout lines. I would say highly recommended in spaces where you don't want to see those grout lines. Now it really depends on the design aspect. So we always say partner with people like yourself, create a design to make sure that it blends in well. Especially if you want to make the make the space look bigger or smaller. It just really depends what you want to do. But large format tile, more of the light colors right now. Some of the veining like this one is very popular. It just really depends on the design layout. So, but also I highly recommend to use a professional contractor to install these. These are heavy. Not sure if DIY can do this, so I highly recommend that you hire a contractor to do this type of work.
And these are really good for people too that really like that slab look, say with quartz or marble, but they don't necessarily want to spend that amount of money for their shower or something. So these are a great option to give them that look of that and then eliminate those grout lines, but at a more cost-effective
That's actually correct. Yep, very good.
All right, now let's talk about these lovely things here.
So what I love about water jets, they give you so much depth in some of the design. So for example, this one right here now, and we'll get a close-up here shortly in the camera, but this one, when you look at this beautiful piece, you mentioned you can do a bar with this, right? So it gives you that water jet, just kind of gives you that, that depth into looking into the product itself, into the very fine lines. So that's what we love about water jets. Now this line right here, all these options here, kind of give you the ability to design your own space and however you want it. So we have the glass. We have just very intricate cuts into the water jets, and that what makes it so popular. So if you really want some really detailed lines, very straight lines, this will help you achieve that look. So especially like, picket, kind of a picket style. It just depends on the design layout you want to do.
Yeah, and okay, so then can people customize these at all?
Very good question. So we will be having that option in a couple of months.
Okay.
So
great.
More to come on that.
Okay, very good. Well, you guys have a lot going on.
Yes, we do.
More to come for lots of things. That's great.
Yep, that is awesome.
Growth. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the designer collection here.
Absolutely.
These are beautiful. These are brand new.
These are brand new. So one of the things, we have Califontana now, and if you look at some of the design layouts that she selected, it's kind of bringing the outside in, right? Kind of give you that leaf look. And so these are brand new. We also have, she also created a line kind of like a glass, if you want to do like you mentioned earlier, like maybe like a bar, or you want to set apart, or you want to widen the space. A mirror look tile will help you definitely do that. We also have the kind of like the fluted tile, kind of 3 dimension, vertically, horizontal, however you want to do it. It really brings volume to the space that you designing. We do have Alex and Victoria. Alex and Victoria, very popular, has her own design line, and we're so happy that she partnered with us. And kind of this is some of the newer options that just came in. So like the fish scale has been very popular now, and as we've seen the trend, more of the green tones, blue tones, they're coming back. So on the blue tone, Jeffrey Allen actually brought kind of like that sandy beach look into his collection. So we're very excited about that. This is available in other 3 colors.
Okay.
So if you want to steer away from the blue, you can go to like more of a tan or a white color, but it is available. So what we love about having designer collections, we like to partner up with people that are trending in that area. and so it helps us grow our brand and grow their brand as well. So, and, hopefully given the ability to give designers several options to do, and that, like you mentioned before, there's so many selections here to select from, but with our designer collection, it gives us the ability to like pinpoint exactly what kind of trend you want to select. So,
and then going back to this one here, and you mentioned bringing the outdoors in. That's a very popular trend right now too. This organic feel of tones of greens and tans and leaves. Yeah. So that's great that people can incorporate, some beautiful tile in their projects too, if that's the look that they're going for.
That is correct. And I also like to mention that kind of like the tan is coming back. I don't even know if you noticed that.
Yes, I know. It was something that was like years ago, and then everybody wanted to get rid of it, and now you see it all over the place. Now it's kind of coming back, and I guess that's how everything works, right?
I know.
What's old is new again.
Yeah. So, but it has worked perfectly, and so far right now we've seen some very good results with this type of tile, and so we kind of very happy that we were able to partner with Califontano to do this.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, so Nadine, we have a phenomenal option here when it comes to glass. So we understand mosaics is one of those popular things that people that are doing a backsplash or just to do an accent wall. Glass gives you the ability to kind of like, give you a high dip and high polish tile. Earlier today, we were looking at some of these items, and if you want to expand the space, in just similar to what we're talking about the designer collection, if you're doing a space and you want to kind of be able to look at the mosaic in a semographic option, you can do something like this. Now, obviously, with glass tile, we highly recommend that you use a good quality mortar because we don't want that mortar to bleed through the glass. We've seen many instances where the mortar bleeds through and it creates a problem, especially with a consumer or a designer that is like, hey, what happened here? Well, we didn't use the right thin set. But we have dozens and hundreds of options in glass tile. We do recommend also that when you're designing the space to take it out in the light. That's a good pro tip right there. Take it out, these are very friendly. You can take them out from here, but put them in a natural light to see how they look. We also recommend that you probably spray with a little bit of water just to see how it reacts to the water because it will change just a tad. So, but several options here with glass, very popular, and it's not for everybody, but we do recommend that if you want to set apart, especially with an accent wall, go with glass.
Glass is beautiful, and a lot of people would think at one point that glass was out, especially for backsplash, but again, people are really amping it up, using it again.
That is true.
That's great that you guys have lots of options here for people to see.
Absolutely.
Now, as we know, a lot of people are incorporating lots of color into their spaces now, so you have options for that too. So let's take a look at these.
Absolutely. So what you have there is an encaustic tile. The process of doing that is very, very phenomenal because they take every piece and they put the color in as they call it a heat plate. And as they're doing the colors, they'll put the cement and then they'll put it on they'll use a machine to compress everything. So every single piece is done one by one. So what I love about this is that you mentioned color, vibrant color. This gives you the ability. We have a lot of options here that you could do that. So like if you want to, we'll do a focal point into an entrance or something like that. This will give you that benefit to do it. Now, I also say that, you want to be set apart. This will help you achieve that. So you mentioned before, it has a lot of color. So, don't be afraid, get a little crazy, and just go with the high colors like this.
I was just going to say, don't get scared. Don't get scared of color. It's very good. And sometimes people can maybe even use it in a place if they want to incorporate it, but they're a little scared of it. Maybe use it on a laundry room floor. Or something like that to give it a little bit of a pop or pizzazz, but, baby steps.
Baby, I love that. Baby steps.
So let's take a look at what you have here.
So here, we haven't really talked about trim options sometimes. You can do your traditional metal edging, but we also have an option for pencils. What I love about this line here is that a natural stone can give you so many options with a pencil. So, you may want to just do a porcelain on the floor and then maybe a porcelain on the walls. But if you want to add a little bit of a stone in there, you can do a pencil instead of your traditional metal. And there's so many options that you can select from. What I love about this is you can really enhance the space with a pencil versus a metal, which I still love metal framing, but if you want to change it up a little bit, you can do a pencil for sure. I also want to point out, when it comes to a shower floors, pebbles seem to be very, very, if you want to get closest to a stone, that'd be the closest you get on your feet, right, by taking a shower. So this will be something that you can look at as you're designing your space. Pebble continues to be something very popular in some spaces. So we highly recommend that partner with a designer and design your space.
Yeah, pencil gives it a much more softer look, and the fact that you guys have such an array of options is great for people that are going for that look.
That is true.
Great. Okay, now we're in the back in their warehouse, and let's talk about the benefits that you have for pros.
Absolutely. So we love our pros. We understand that a good portion of our business is run through our pro business. So one of the things that we offer, and everything will be fine on our .com, our online, but we offer 25% off as you start off. Now, we're here because I wanted to showcase the fact that if you're a pro and you need to put product away, we don't charge a fee to have your product here stored. So there's some other competitors that do charge. We don't. We have the flexibility to bring in the product in here. We'll store it for you. And another thing, as you spend more with us, we'll give you a higher tier of a discount. So like I said, you start off at 25% off, but you can go up to 35% off, depending on how much you spend with us. So, and anything you talked about earlier about our service. One of the things I didn't mention it before, I'm the pro market manager. So what I love to do is to ensure that the stores are taking well care of the pro, that they're getting their one-on-one service, just like you mentioned earlier. And so we want to make sure that you have a pro representative at all times. I'm just a phone call away, a text message away. So I'm here to serve as a pro, serve as a retail client. And so we're very excited because we have the capacity and the ability to do this.
That's great. I know, I just made my next tier.
There we go.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So yeah, it's great. No, again, getting back to the customer service, that you guys have great customer service for not only the clients, but yes, you do take very good care of the pros, and we appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
And one other thing I wanted to mention and make sure everybody hears about is I've worked with the Tile Shop many times on many projects, many of your locations. And from start to finish, from coming into the showroom all the way through the whole process to pick up, it's so seamless. The customer service is great, and it's amazing how such a large company can just keep on top of that customer service for people.
We really appreciate your business, and we look forward to many, many, many more years. So thank you so much for that.
Okay, so that's it for the showroom tour in the Tile Shop here in Sugarland. Thank you so much, Raul, for showing us around. It was a pleasure.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
And if you would like to see more of what they have to offer, you can go to thetileshop.com and check that out. Thanks again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.